FTX has gotten permission to liquidate its crypto, and XRP is one of its holdings. Speaking of XRP, we're going to talk about Monica Long and her recent pledge to keep fighting the SEC. We're also going to hit up some price action. Why? Because CPI data came out yesterday, and I told you before I left that it wasn't good. Let's get into this robust XRP coverage. And I know you don't see the whiteboard, but don't worry, I'm going to figure it out. But for now, we're going to have the phrase of the day. No one ever went broke while taking profits. It's good to be back, and we got a fresh setup to get things rolling. Big thanks to Ben out there, who right before I left on vacation dropped a 10-pound super chat on the channel. Thank Ben when you see him in the comments. Bitcoin sitting at 26,561, ETH 1624, XRP under 48.5 cents, sitting right now at 48.4 with XLM. We'll talk about it in a future video. Was that a nothing burger, their announcement? They're right now under 12 cents, sitting at 11.9. CPI data came out bad, and I gave you a warning before I left along with the resources saying, hey, this is where you can find the information. It did not come out good. Let me read a sentence to you. It summarizes everything. The index for gasoline was the largest contributor to the monthly all items increase, accounting for over half the increase. Also contributing for August monthly increase was continued advancement in shelter index, which rose for the 40th consecutive month. Been saying it time and time again. Everyone, look, housing is not going to crash. Private equity groups are able to keep it up. Check this out. We hit a low in June of 3.0. We have since gone up to 3.2 in July and now 3.7 in August. Now, those you watching the channel are going to be like, yo, this does not bode well for global economics. Yes, global because, remember, a lot of countries take cues from the U.S. Fed. Here's the deal, though. The people that make money on this are saying, guess what? Fed's taking a pause this meeting. And you're like, well, when's the next meeting, Klaus? 6 days from now. Hit that subscribe button. You know we're going to be live streaming it. It's happening on the 20th. 2 p.m. Eastern Time, Jerome Powell announces the rate hike decision. But right now, 97% of the people that make money on this is saying they're going to pause. Yeah, so as we have inflation roaring up, housing, shelter, gasoline. Gasoline is still going up this month, even for the previous month. So look for what? Probably the same data again to hit us in the next month. But pause coming from the Fed. Ripple's president makes an important announcement as XRP security case versus the SEC thing goes on. This is from Monica Long. We also got clarity that in the lawsuit and that the judge's order in the case said very clearly that XRP in and itself is not a security, which kind of opens the doors for us to really expand our business, not just in the US, but more globally. Okay, I get that. But where is your addition of XRP to the liquidity hub? What other clarity do you need? As Crypto Potato reported yesterday, Brad Garlinghouse, the CEO of Ripple, recently revealed in an interview that 80% of the firm's hiring staff will happen outside of the US. So we've got more expansion of Ripple and XRP products outside of the US, lacking regulatory clarity. I know, people have said, yo, Klaus, the court case, we got clarity. No, we really don't. Speaking of XRP outside of the US, report shows XRP more popular in Japan than in the US. And we got to go with this one. Look at this. EDO free and XRP. Boom. No, this is not a boom. This is just a declaratory statement, all right? I mean, if there was a boom, wouldn't the price reflect high XRP ownership in Japan? Like, I get this is cool, right? But remember, this is also a byproduct of US regulations. So it's kind of like saying, hey, look, the US sucks, so a lot of money, a lot of jobs, and a lot of products are leaving the US. Japan is picking up some of the slack. But is it really picking up the slack when we're sitting here with, what, 48.4 cent XRP? Come on now. I get the idea of being excited, but the boom, I don't know about that one. All right, FTX, the herpes in the crypto industry is not going away. They got approval to sell their assets. They also hired a firm, we're going to get to it, to help them sell. Now, their point of selling all these assets is they have to sell all their crypto to make their creditors whole. They own a lot of XRP, and as always, any article you see in this video will be linked in the description below. I'm going to share it with you. That said, according to a recent court filing, FTX now has approval to dump its cryptocurrency holdings in a bid to make creditors whole. This has been one of the headlines this week. Note that the exchange is now run by a team completely unrelated to Sam Bankman-Fried. And the whole point right now of FTX is to make their creditors whole. You ready for their crypto holdings list? They got a lot, and they actually got quite a bit of XRP. Look at Solana, though. Seriously, everyone's wondering, like, hey, why is Solana so down? Because FTX owns a crap load of it. FTX was a big backer. We know what happened to FTX. Now they're going to be liquidating the ever-living shit out of this stuff, putting even more pressure. They own 1.1 billion in Sol. That's more than double what they have in Bitcoin right now. 560 million in Bitcoin, 192 million in ETH. Check out XRP right here. Look at this. 119 million in XRP. Now, here's the deal, though. They picked Galaxy, and you guys have heard of Galaxy before, okay? They picked Galaxy as an advisor to help hedge and sell its crypto holdings, according to a recent court filing. Hedging of Bitcoin and Ethereum and other ones will provide a means in lessening FTX's exposure as they sell down. So if they've got all these assets, all right, let's put them back up on the screen here. As they've got all these assets right here, they're going to try to strategically sell all of this, but do it so that it doesn't hurt their holding. Because the thing, they want to get as much money as possible. Galaxy was hired, all right, by FTX. Got it right here up on the screen. And Galaxy's job now is to sell without putting too much downward pressure on the market. Big issue, though, is look at this. Solana, you're not going to avoid that pressure. All right? So when we look at the impact of FTX now dumping on the market, look at Solana being the biggest hit from this, but we can't ignore the ETH. We can't ignore the Aptos, the XRP, the BIT. There's quite a bit of it here that we have to kind of pay attention to. So let's keep our eyes open as they start dumping it. But I have seen article after article from Galaxy saying, hey, look, we're going to do this very strategically. In fact, the court said they're only allowed to dump $100 million a week of crypto onto the market. So they really, really have to pump their brakes. And they said they can get approval for up to $150 million to dump on the market if the market's able to hold it. But looking back at the heat map, I mean, this is not, I mean, look at Solana, 1893. I mean, XRP 48.5, XLM's kind of announcement of an announcement, which maybe a big nothing burger, we'll talk about it. But can the market really handle much more liquidation? Now, XRP price-wise, look, all right, we saw the correction. From the correction, we went under 50 cents. Now, this happened while I was gone. Like I told everyone, these moves are not going to last. That's why I was very confident leaving on vacation, because I knew none of this stuff was going to hold. So while I was gone, you can see we were hovering right around that 50 cent mark, and then on 9/11, there you go. Price went down, dropped way low into the 46s, everyone. So pumps and dumps, right? If you're going to make some short-term money. Oh, and did you notice there's no whiteboard? Yeah, because we've gone green screen. But I've got a phrase for you. No one ever went broke taking profits. Ooh, no one ever went broke taking profits. Keep that in mind. But yeah, XRP right now, we're looking at a lot of pressure still on the downside. There's no news out here that's really making XRP pop on the way up. In fact, right now up on the screen, I've got Torres action. Look at this. We have just had a steady downturn from Torres action, hitting more and more lows. In fact, the original candlestick from Torres action, we've actually gone under that here in that move on September 11th. So what did I miss while being on vacation? Well, it wasn't juicy crypto prices, but I missed all of you. I'm going to be catching up here over the next several days, figuring out what news is worthy and what news is not. But by looking at the prices up on the screen, it's just still a lot of crap. Not a nothing burger, but a crap burger, because the news that's coming out now isn't fueling crypto to the positive. What really hurt us, though, was CPI data coming out, gasoline being high and shelter being high, because globally, shelter is high. And if your most expensive bill, which is housing, keeps going up and up and up, and retail is the one that's fueling crypto, and most of your money now is going to housing, yep, that's right, less retail money to fuel crypto. And we know regs aren't going to happen. Come on now, everyone. What was all that talk about regs in 2023? We are right now in September, and there is no chance of getting regs done in 2023. And hey, 2024 is an election year. Well, I'm good to be back home. I just wish I was looking at some juicier prices. I guess I could have been gone for an extra week and still not missed anything. What am I doing today? Well, I'm getting back into the training part. Got to figure out what kind of race I want to do here over the next couple months, because my calendar is open and free, but I need something to keep me going. What are you cool cats doing? Well, you know I got more videos coming today. So I'll catch you all later.